Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing to start the drive. Bates. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Troy Pride that time gets the tackle. The Steelers at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's the receivers that spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bryant. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They hand this off to Harris. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Bates. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards there for number 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Second down and inches. This one goes underneath to Walker. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Bates. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on 2nd down. Bates. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Bates.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Bates.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 13 yards out.
Now the Steelers have retaken the lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Here's another carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bates. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Let's go. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mark Andrews A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bates. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a backup.
Running left is Walker.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, computer.
Trying the left side with Walker to the 27-yard line.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Lions 24, Steelers 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but with self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, this is Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
They run again with Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run with Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.